Welcome to the channel Nation, Jaden Chase, and these are some of the top stories making headlines today. Now, the leader of the criminal organization operating out of Rose Heights was among 5 individuals who were shot at a birthnight party being held in the community. Now, a second individual from the incident has been reported deceased. Now, one of the individuals, named Chippy, was an alleged member of the criminal syndicate operating out of the community. Now, the gang leader, alleged gang leader, along with members of his entourage, were pounced upon by enemies at the birthnight party. The Jamaica Constabulary Force confirmed that the incident took place, but said that investigations are ongoing. Now, the initial report is that all 5 persons were shot at the same time and were taken to the Cornwall Regional Hospital, where 2 were pronounced dead. And security forces have stated that despite zones of special operations, the bloodletting continues in Mobile. On Monday, in Norwood, an individual was shot several times. The Jamaica Constabulary Force have also stated that in Mobile, violent crimes and murders have increased by 6.5%. It might not sound wholly, but that's a major jump for a region that was already engulfed in community and community violence. For a place where people already lose them lives on a regular basis. For a place like that, see any form of increase in that type of activity, you see why there's increased concern for what take place in Mobile. And I guess this is why the security forces continue to plead with members of the society. Because if you think about it, for one, individuals who reside in these communities are the individuals most affected by what takes place. Other than that, these are the individuals who know the situation itself. Officers and soldiers are stationed to work there. Them are living in the community. A large percentage of the breakthroughs we see them make and the major arrests that are made is because of the cooperation of members of these very same communities. And that is why the Constabulary Force continues to plead. And the fact that individuals will stop at nothing to get their target. A birthnight party where all heap of individuals there. Innocent individuals. People just fall for to celebrate another happy earth strong of an individual. And find themselves caught up in a situation where they've never planned for or was never even a part of. Nation, may I continue reason with the other stories making headlines. Yes, Nation. Now let's continue reason. Now, Robert Fowler. Lawyers have confirmed that he plans to plead guilty. Now, Nation, for those not in the know, Robert Fowler, a mechanic, was accused of taking the life of Miss Jackson. The family described Fowler as somewhat of a family friend, an individual who used to occasionally drop Miss Jackson either at the bus stop, close enough so she could get transportation to go to work, or close enough to work where, she could get to avoid the traffic in the morning and reach at her job on time. Now, Fowler stated initially that he was innocent of the charges brought against him, even though strong evidence was found. And I guess when him lawyer point out to him and talk to him about the case and point out the facts, say, a life you gonna get based upon the nature of the crime. And citizens of the country, I say, these are cases where capital punishment may be needed. That is the situation at hand. And Fowler decided not to waste the court's time or its resources. And decided for those plead guilty. This can be seen as justice in the eyes of the family of Khanice Jackson and also her well-wishers overall. People just supported the family during. And of course, I have to say, big up to law enforcement upon that one here. Because when this story broke, and it became, a fixture in the headlines, the same day, key pieces of evidence were retrieved. The individual himself was captured, and we don't know if, based on questioning during that initial stage, why key pieces of evidence were located, but evidence was located nonetheless. Then them find the belt. The belt did probably have DNA belonging to both of them. So of course, when forensics get that, present that, and I say, these are some of the findings. Then of course the lawyer have point out to him, say, this is not one case where you can win. The best option would be to plead guilty and ask for the mercy of the court. And based on the nature of this crime, no mercy will be shown by any judge presiding over this matter. This was a case that became a headline, a major headline. Outrage was shown across the globe for what took place. The fact that this is a big man, a man who already have him youth and him woman and him yard. And because him a drive a certain route and him know this family, and this family trusted this individual. He might look her and she don't want you. Leave it at that. I bet him tell himself, say, him now about care her. Go left her on a bus stop no more morning. He might just do him thing and drive past him. I bet him did make that decision. I wouldn't care about where more and do it for him life. He's a big man. But Miss Jackson, only 20. He stop she from realizing her dreams after him live and accomplish where all the way him want to live and accomplish. The people must say full weight of the law. Full weight. No excuses. Talk to me. Tell me if you agree with these statements, nation. I mean, say a similar incident took place in a Clarendon. Somebody were 11. The court will have to look at these cases as this. You have to send some serious signals to the would-be perpetrators of this crime, or these types of crimes. The people who I think for do it. I make them know, say, punishment will be severe. It not gonna be no couple years hard labor type of sentence. It's gonna be a life sentence, hard labor. I would want the justice system, I say them want to put back on the books with capital punishment. This would be one of those cases where the prosecutor and even members of the society might call for that level of punishment. I'm going to say this again. I feel like if the country as a whole is really serious about change, change can be achieved. We have seen what can be done when the people and the state and the system is on the same page. We saw what take place in St. Thomas, and this is where crime and violence is concerned. The people were outraged at what took place. And along with their cooperation, the security forces were able to rescue 2 victims. The perpetrator of these crimes went on the run for weeks, and it was again with the assistance of the people that this individual was then captured by the security forces. Remember, crime and violence are our biggest, one-off, because the issues of lack of jobs and lack of job securities and the economy now move right. These are major concerns to the people as well. These are the environments we help for create crime and violence. And an environment where crime and violence can flourish. But we have seen what can be done if the people and the state and the system is on the same page. So if the people want change for the better, this is something that can be achieved. We have to want it. The people have to want to move towards it. People in these communities where I see what take place, I have to show them how to reach. Talk to me in the comment section. First and foremost, click the subscribe icon, then the bell icon, and of course put it on all. And this is how you know will be notified of all fresh content. As soon as fresh content is uploaded and made available for you right here on the platform. The like icon is also in close proximity to the share icon. Drop a like and bust a share. Tell a friend, tell them sister and them brother them for check out the channel, check out the reasoning. Join the discussion. The comment section open 24/7. It never lack yet. Just be respectful and mindful of the guidelines. But other than that, drop your thoughts, your comments, and yes, your opinions there. And we can continue the reasoning via the comment section. Until the reason again, my sentiments for you and yours, if you want to live, love, and prosper. Stay tuned.